Hello CA and CMA students. In this video, I will tell you 5 most common mistakes that every CA and CMA student is doing during his exam preparation. My dear students, many students are failing in examinations because of these mistakes. Whether you are writing December 25 or January 26 attempt, whether you are writing May 26 or June 26 attempt, every student should watch this video till the end, because whatever the mistakes that I will be discussing, the mistakes are repeated by students every time. Okay, see, every time they are repeating these mistakes and they are failing in the examinations. Unless you rectify those mistakes, chances of clearing are very low. That's why, like, listen to all the mistakes that I'm going to discuss with you. I will also tell how to rectify those mistakes. Rectify those mistakes, high probability that you will succeed in upcoming examinations. So don't miss watching this video till the end. Okay, first, focusing only on reading, not writing. What do you mean by this? See, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Only 10 to 15 minutes will decide whether you qualify in particular paper or not. You will write exam for 3 hours. The valuationer will value your paper in hardly 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes will decide your fate, whether you will pass or you will fail. How many months you studied? How much effort you kept? How many hours you prepared? How many exams you wrote? All that is irrelevant. Valuationer does not know how many hours you studied. The only thing he knows is how well you have written the answer in the examination. What major mistake that every student is doing is, he is trying to remember all the provisions. He is trying to remember all the concepts, but he is not doing writing practice. Every student must do writing practice, because only if you do writing practice, whatever that you have written in the examination, the same will be noticed by valuationer. So valuationer will know your worth only because of how well you have written the answer. So for every chapter you prepare, after preparation, at least 3 to 4 questions. If it is problematic paper, 3 to 4 problems. In problematic paper, you will stuck in the middle. So that's why you should do writing practice. In theoretical paper, you have to do writing practice, provision, analysis, conclusion. In that way, you have to do the writing practice. So without writing practice, don't go to the examination. Every student, only if you do writing practice, chances of clearing are very high. So from now onwards, after you finish revision of one chapter, at least 3 to 4 questions in that chapter, please do writing practice. Only if you do writing practice, you will get that flow, and valuationer will only recognize your writing skills. He cannot recognize how much effort you have studied, how many hours you have studied. Only thing he notices is writing. Okay. So you have to present your answer in a better way. For that, writing practice is must. That is first mistake which majority of the students are doing. Now you are watching this video, after listening to me, you would also have realized I am also not doing writing practice. Don't delay, start doing writing practice from now onwards. Okay. Studying without a proper plan. See, I see many students, they do not have proper revision plan. They study ad hoc way. They study randomly. One day they will study DT, another day they will do accounts, another day they will do SFM or financial management, like that. No, first of all, you should have plan. One student asked me, sir, if I prepare plan, I will definitely violate the plan. I will not study according to the plan. That's why I do not prepare the plan, sir. My dear students, that's where you are doing the mistake. Even if I prepare plan, I will also deviate from the plan. No one is 100%. Everyone cannot stick on to the plan. But if we have plan, at least we will come to know that we are deviating from the plan, and we will take remedial action. First of all, if you do not have plan, then you are in the middle of the sea. You do not know how far your preparation has come, how well you have studied. So that's why first of all you should have a plan, and as per plan you should study. At the end of the day, deviation will be there, some 10 to 15%. So you should adjust that 10 to 15% by studying extra time or by studying during grace days. If you do not have plan, definitely you do not know how well you are studying, and at the end of the day, like, you will end up not knowing how much you are studying. Next, some people will prepare revision plan. They will get deviated 2 times or 3 times. Once they get deviated 2 times or 3 times, they will leave the revision plan and they will study as per their own way. No, till the completion of revision, you should follow revision plan, because whenever you miss the revision plan, you please prepare revised revision plan and accordingly please study. But don't ignore the revision plan. If you ignore the revision plan, it will cost you. Okay, you do not know how far you have studied, and at the end of the preparation you will get tension. Okay, so always it is advisable to study as per the revision plan. Of course you will get deviations. Whenever you get deviated, compensate that deviation by studying extra time. That's the only solution. Next, relying on too many materials. See, one student came to me. He told, for audit paper, he is studying from 4 authors. My dear students, I am not offending any faculty. Every faculty has his own style of material preparation, has his own style of concept explanation. I have very much respect for all the faculties. Okay. Now, when you prepare from 3 to 4 authors, it will create more confusion to you, because no author will tell one concept in one way. He will tell one concept in his own way. So if you prepare from one author material, okay, it will not create confusion. But if you study from 3, 4 other materials, it will create so much confusion to you. Ultimately, you will not get grip over the subject. Only if you have control over the subject, grip over the subject, then only you can score higher marks. So I advise you to stick on to one author material, whoever the author can be. Stick on to author material and also read ICA material, sufficient. Don't read from multiple author books. No, it will not give grip to you over the subject. Okay. Next. Fourth point, not writing mock exams. Many students, first exam that they write is public exam. Before going to exam, they will not write any mock exams. If you do not write any mock exams, where is written practice to you? There is no written practice. That's why I advise every student, at least 15 days before the exam, write one mock exam. If you write one mock exam, you will get clarity how far you have went, like how far your preparation went. In next 15 days, change your revision strategy and get prepared for the examination. So please write one mock exam. You will come to know how your preparation is. Without writing mock exam, don't go to the examination. Fifth mistake, underestimating the power of mindset. Many people during the preparation, they feel very lonely. They feel they will get so many negative thoughts. They will feel tensed. They will feel, you know, they have so much of self-doubt. Will I qualify or not? What if I do not qualify? What my parents will think? What my friends will think? No. During the preparation, to the extent possible, don't speak with your friends. Because if you speak with your friends, he will tell my preparation is over. We do not know how well he prepared. Once our friend tells his preparation is over, immediately tension will start. I have to cover a lot of syllabus. I'm in the middle of the revision. I did not complete my revision. No. In CA examinations, whether you covered 100% syllabus or not, what matters is not 100% coverage of syllabus. Whatever that you have covered, how well you have covered. If a question comes from that concept, how well you have written the answer. Only thing that matters. Okay, so that means what, like, even though you have studied only 60% of the syllabus, sufficient. From that 60%, if you get a question, you should write answer absolutely perfectly, then chances of qualifying are very high. Even though you do not prepare 100% of the syllabus, trust me, rankers will also not prepare 100% of the syllabus. They will also prepare only 70 to 80% of syllabus. But in that 70 to 80%, if any question comes, they will write better. So during the exam process, it is okay, it is very normal to deviate from revision plan. TK. Even though you deviate from revision plan, rectify. Every day you have to revise the plan and you have to compensate the unfinished syllabus. Okay. You should have positive mindset. You should think positively. To the extent possible, don't speak with any of your friends. The moment you start speaking with your friends, they will tell something that creates negative impression to us. So, like, eat healthy, take proper water, hydration is must. So you should have proper mindset. Don't get panic. Even though you do not have done revision well, whatever that you are studying from now onwards, study that properly, you will succeed. Okay. But whatever the time that is lost, don't think about the time that is lost. From now onwards, how can I study better and how can I perform better? That's the only mantra you should think about. Okay. So these are the 5 common mistakes that every student makes. Please don't make these mistakes, rectify these mistakes, and you will definitely qualify in the examinations. I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Bye.